right, so this is going to be a series for the Rubank elementary method for the saxophone. So this is the book. If you're a beginner saxophonist of any age, maybe except the youngest students, this is one of the best books to learn technique and the introduction to the instrument. So if you found this video some other way, you're not one of my students, I talk fast. I tend to explain things maybe in a way that is not the most clear for some people. I just go blah, 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 blah. So if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. If you like this sort of thing and you want to learn more saxophone stuff, subscribe, because there will be lots more. Let's begin. This is lesson 1, which is on page 2 or 3, I think. We're going to need a couple things. First, you need a saxophone. If you have trouble deciphering this awful fingering chart in the book, we're going to do some of that too. So for lesson 1, we need 4 notes, and we need a B, which is the first finger on this first key touch here. Some people have a key touch for their front F key, which is this one here. This is B. I have a spoon or spatula or whatever you want to call it. It looks like a spoon for my front F. Here's the B key. And B on the music looks like it's on the screen already. The next note we need is A, which is fingered like that with the first 2 fingers, and it looks like the note that's on the screen. And we need a G, which is all 3 of these first fingers in the the left hand, and it looks like the note that's by my head on this side. Okay. We also need a C, which is just the second finger here, and again, looks like the note right by my head. Okay, so those are labeled in the book. The other thing you need for this page is a whole note and a whole rest. A whole note looks like all the notes you've just seen, but also this one. And a whole rest looks like that. Okay? Each of these are 4 beats long. So when you're playing a whole note, you want to count 4 beats in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, or however fast it's going to be. And then, same thing with the rests. Of course, silently. You're not playing, so maybe it's a little bit easier to count those. Now, the rest of this video is just going to be me playing through the page. If you're new, this is what it should sound like for reference purposes. You can play along with me. I'm doing this with a metronome, nice and slowly. The speed is 60 beats per minute. If it is absolutely too fast for you, go ahead and use the YouTube slowdown feature to slow me down, but don't speed it up. That's all I have to say about that. We want to go slow in the beginning and make sure that we are blowing consistently and we are holding the notes out as long as we need to. And speeding it up kind of gets in the way of that. If you speed it up, then you don't get used to playing the long notes. And we really want to play long notes in order to make the saxophone sound its best. Okay, without further ado, here is going to be number 1. 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, go. One, 2. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. One, 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 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, before we get on to playing lesson 8, which is the next selection, this one has notes and notes and notes and notes and no rests. Very few human beings can hold a note that long, so what you're going to have to do is breathe. I didn't make a mention of this before. There was a previous exercise, number 6 and number 5, where there were 3 whole notes in a row. This might even be stretching it for some people, especially beginners. So what you want to do is you want to take a breath on the 4th beat of any measure, preferably not every measure, because you do want to hold out your notes longer. If you can hold out 2 notes and then breathe on the 4th beat of the 2nd measure, and then of the 4th measure, and then of the 6th measure, great. You'll hear me take at least 1 breath here. If you're not entirely sure what I'm saying, then go listen to me playing it and listen to where I breathe, and then see if you can replicate that. Here we go with number 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. One, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. One, two. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, that concludes lesson 1 of the Rubank elementary method for the saxophone. If it was easy, go ahead and move on to the next one. If it was not that easy, or if you just need to do it again, do it again. There's no big deal. Typically, we go through these lessons. The simpler ones we'll try to get through within a week. The more complicated ones we might ruminate on for a little while, at least in the lessons, just to make sure that we can get all of the technique that it's trying to give us. All right. Again, any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section down below, and subscribe for more saxophone and woodwind awesomeness in general. Have a nice day, guys.